Welcome to Made in the Midlands TV channel. My name is Iwona Sobolewska. I'm a Group Events Manager for Made in the Midlands. Today, continuing the series of Meet Britain's Makers, we're joined by Paul Stubbs, the Director of TP Cuts and TP Engineering. Hello. So Paul, tell us about the TP Cuts and TP Engineering. What's the company about?
Okay, so we started the company in 2002 and with the objective of making catalytic converters for the aftermarket. We'd identified that it was a growing market, and we also came into the business with a lot of experience in making exhaust systems, but we wanted to focus on the emission control side of things. And that is a side of the vehicle aftermarket that has continued to grow for many years, and it presents quite a lot of challenges, I think, to the car makers to meet the ever more stringent emission regulations.
Right. Okay, so tell me how has the market, because the market has diversified, your company has to diversify as well, so what was the process behind it? How did you go about it?
Okay, so the market for emission parts has changed. If I go back to when we started, our biggest market was for catalytic converters for relatively small cars, small engines, but there's been an increase in the amount of diesel cars in the product mix, and certainly since around 2009 the aftermarket has seen a growth in replacement diesel particulate filters, so we also make what we call DPFs, and this has come along with increasing standards required by Europe for cleaning up emissions.
All right, so what is your approach to change at the moment, because obviously business is changing, so what is the business approach towards change and changing to diesel market?
Okay, well, I guess what we are doing is looking at the skills that we have within our business and looking at markets that are out there that could utilise our skills. Our background has been the car aftermarket and light vehicles, and it initially was UK based, but for the past 5 years I would say we've put quite a lot of focus on export. We've been attending trade shows throughout Europe, and that has been our main export market, and we've gone from a situation where almost 100% of what we made was sold in the UK to the current situation where around 40-45% of what we make is exported.
Okay, brilliant. So in terms of export, obviously recent Brexit vote and the market changing, how has that affected TP Cuts and TP Engineering? Okay,
so at the moment our export sales are still growing, they're still on the increase, and in actual fact since the referendum our business has got busier really. Our order book is at its best that it's ever been, and everything seems to be going very well. I think the effect on our business from another point of view has been the exchange rate, the effect that the exchange rate's had on us, and it's been a bit of a wake-up call really, because it's caused us to look at what materials we buy in from abroad, and it has been around 70 or 80% of our materials have come in from overseas, and we've had to revise our sort of strategy on that, and look at bringing more things in-house and manufacturing them, adding the value in-house. Also we're looking for UK-based suppliers to move our purchasing to.
Okay, right. So you've mentioned the diesel market. Obviously, with the Volkswagen having a massive problem in America, how has that affected the aftermarket for the car parts?
I think it's put a focus on emissions in general, and people are becoming more and more aware of just how unclean the air can be, certainly in some cities. And it's also put a particular focus on diesel emissions. And I think people have identified the problems with diesel particulates, the very, very small bits of unburnt ash and carbon that are produced by diesel engines. The problems that causes irritating the respiratory system. And what the Volkswagen situation highlighted was the difference between the emissions regulations and what cars achieve in real driving conditions.
Right.
And I think it's really put a spotlight on the way vehicles are tested, which is a good thing. It's a good thing for all of us, really.
Yeah. So you as a company, have you been affected much by that situation?
For me, I think it's a positive thing for our company because there has been some quite bad practice in the car maintenance market over the years, and people have found ways of not replacing their emission control system, whether it be the catalytic converter or the DPF, the diesel filter. And though some of those sort of loopholes have been closed now, the MOT is a little bit more stringent, and it's I believe it will be continue to get more focused on emissions as time goes on. So that's a good thing for us. The fact that people were finding ways around actually replacing their parts is not good for anybody, but certainly not good for our market either. So.
Right. So focusing on more local markets and how you do it, what's your unique selling point? Why do people turn to you? Is it the price? Is it the quality? What can you tell me about this?
I think probably because we have been focused on emission control since the company started. There are companies out there that carry a wider range of products than us, and they might go from engine parts, all sorts of things. But we have focused on emission control products, so we've grown in terms of knowledge and expertise. So hopefully we can pass that on to our customers.
Definitely, yes. And in terms of knowledge and expertise, can you tell me what are the skills in Shropshire? How is the skill base and the employment issues that you may have or you maybe don't have? How is that?
Our workforce have generally been with us for quite a long time, so we haven't got a lot of turnover of staff, which is a good thing because as time goes on, no matter what the job you're in, you develop and you become better able to do it. The skills that are employed in our business are typical manufacturing skills. We are bending tubes, so the CNC machine setting skills. We're welding. We use robot welding as well. So they are the traditional manufacturing skills that you need in a factory like ours. I think demand for those skills is growing at the moment because I sense that the manufacturing sector is doing quite well.
Yeah. So. Okay, right. Thank you very much, Paul, for that time that you came today. And if you would like to feature on the channel, please call this number, and one of our teams will contact you to get in touch. But thank you very much for the time. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.